Back in January 2022, via the Calibrate organization, I got in contact with VirtualLilly from VirtualMac. The goal was to secretly come up with ways of improving the audience experience at Music Vket. As VRDancing is known to dance all day, every day to choreography, the question didn't really last long. We thought instantly, let's just secretly organize a Flashmob. I was able to reach out to the wonderful artists planned for that night, from the enthusiastic Creepy, Protostar, TFM Johnny, and the notorious Odyssey Your Beat. What followed is a long project of coming up with an easy to follow and teachable choreo for all of our members.
Hey yo, I'm Icemaniak and I'm a staff member from VRDancing, and I went for the song This Love by TFM Johnny. To be fair, I went for This Love since it was the easiest to create a choreo on. Not that I'm lazy, but also because I'm kinda lazy. While listening to the other songs we had, I felt like they were too much club focused, which means you don't really have a lot to go on with making a choreo. You pretty much, in most cases, only have the beats to go off of. And with This Love, you had a decent speed that was not too fast for the participants as well. Decent beats, and you also had lyrics to work with, instead of just the beats for the club songs. I did not have many hurdles in creating the choreo itself. It was done in less than an hour. During work, I mostly listened to the song on repeat all the time, so I knew beforehand which beats to work with. So whenever I stepped into VR chat to make an actual choreo, it flowed into moves pretty easily. And yeah, I came up with the choreo, where most of the choreo was based on beats, and the chorus itself was based off the lyrics. I hope that was good.
On my end, when we approached the date of the event, I wanted to actually provide 2 dances, 2 choreography for our members. So I settled with Odyssey Your Beat newly released song, Path of Desire. I was inspired by some of the moves by Aiton, because we did like a lot of tryout beforehand and we had a few recording on the side. And I was inspired by him, and that's how I came up with my basic routine that I needed to actually teach people after, which I mean was a first for me. I sometimes come up with my own like routines, very basic routines, Zumbish, but this time I needed to actually like know it and be able to break it down to teach it to other people. So thanks to Icemaniak for being able to help me out. A big help for breaking down all of my moves in counting system, so I will be able to actually teach it after. Yeah, if you see this, which you will, Icemaniak, thanks once again for all the good stuff that you did in the background. We had 2 choreos, so then came the time to announce it to the community. It had to be secret once again, so code name for it, Operation Alpha. I'm not creative with names, don't question it. But I mean, we had a very good turnout. 60 people signed up without knowing what they signed up for, actually. So kind of concerning, guys. Don't do that ever again. Don't you have a lesson to your mom when you were growing up? Anyway, we gathered them around. We had our cards in front of them, showing up the 2 teams that they could choose from, the 2 choreo basically. And we started as soon as possible on the teaching lessons.
My team was Team Love. You get it? Team Love, This Love. Catman came up with it, of course. It's not very creative. But yeah, this was my first time teaching a choreo, so the first lesson I was filled to the brim with anxiety and stress. Luckily, I have a base in being taught choreos for over 10 years. So thanks to my coach from my competitive days, I was able to get this lesson together and was able to teach it sort of effectively. So thanks, coach, if you're watching. Personally, I don't count anymore during dancing. Over the years, this has become a second nature for me. So trying to reverse engineer the choreo to actual counts was harder for me than actually creating the choreo itself. I decided to go for a count system since we range a lot from beginners to experts. And since counting is the basic of pretty much every song, once you can tie the moves of a song to counts, you should be able to learn and teach any choreo. So with the help of tech, Clear Rainbow, and Chatmans, I think we got around 5 to 7 hours of practice in. I didn't really count, to be honest, but I'm impressed by all the dancers. Some people had it down after 2 or 3 tries, and some people needed more work. But I noticed, like from the beginning, mostly this would be like repetition. They just had to do the dance over and over again because I saw that they had the individual moves down, and one by one, in the end, they nailed it. So you're all amazing.
On my end, so Team Eurobeat, Euro. Yeah. It's not even like for Europeans anyway. It's just like it was more like a late night for North American people. Anyway, with the help of a lot of people from the staff members, we were able to actually have a lot of lessons hours. So thanks to Clear Rainbow, Scully, and Aiton to pull off so many hours, tens of hours across time zones to provide the best that we could for all members. It was a lot. It was the first time for me trying it out, and still to this day I'm like learning all the intricacies of like a group choreo that is like synchronized with everyone. So that was a good exercise for that. But yeah, like at the end of the day, the song was like the choreo was like pretty basic, and people like got the moves down. All the matter, like the biggest issue was the fact that the song is like has a high BPM, so counting and keeping up with the song was like kind of the biggest like issue with people. But everyone got it actually. Just like after 2 weeks, people ramped up the speed slowly, and it got there, whatever the level of dancing that they had. So yeah. Once again, you all made it. They just like, you guys are awesome. Then came up the night of the event. So a big night where we had a lot of collaboration with Lily and Lhun. Lily for the coordination of the instance, getting everyone whitelisted, and Lhun like to get the features into the world for VR dancing, and generally just the map like creation for us, tailoring. So that was great working with him. A lot of back and forth, a lot of testing in the middle of the night, because I mean time zones, you know, we are Europeans after all. But yeah,
Search.
I mean, hey, we do our best, alright. That kind of led actually to the point of like the stress, because I mean, up until like kind of like the last week, we were not sure of like all the features, and also I mean, it is a big event, right? It's the first time we perform outside of VR dancing. We don't know how it will like actually just happen, and I mean,
Yep.
yeah, personally got like, yeah, it was a lot of responsibility, a lot of people behind it, like 60 people. Like, yeah, it's just like, and it's a big instance. We're speaking about music, Vket, right?
Yeah. Yeah, so stress was a big factor for me personally because obviously you gotta deal with IRL work, you gotta deal with IRL stuff, you gotta obviously there's still staffing stuff to do with VR dancing as well, and then you add this big event to the equation, where to a certain degree you have control over it, right? You got control over the teaching, you got control over, you know, your group, but there's still that lingering question: will the world be ready? Will it all function on the day itself? Will there be issues? So all of that stuff pretty much puts so much stress on your shoulders, and in the end it worked out great, but it was stressing a lot.
Yeah. I mean, and we also had like all of these questions with latency just in general, because I mean, it is VR chat. We have dancers from all over the world. We have like Canadians. We have Dutch people. So many Dutch people. Actually, it's crazy. And also Australians. And we need to be in sync and dance it. But actually, I think it turned out pretty well. I mean, Of course, it was not perfectly synced, but I mean, we did kind of the best that we could.
Yeah.
And that's kind of all for all the people that says you can't dance sync in VR chat. I mean, it's not perfect, but if you can't, you can basically get it down and still have like fun with it, and also kind of have a wow factor, because I personally think it was kind of a wow factor. Like, they're just seeing the audience react. A lot of people didn't know about it. Like, no one knew. Like, what the fuck is going on? Oh, wow, it's a Flashmob. That's like,
yeah, like even most of the staff of the Vket didn't know it was happening, right? And all of a sudden you're like, oh my gosh, is that a Flashmob and stuff like that. It just while dancing there, it was so fun to hear everyone just be wowed by it.
Yeah, it was great. And I mean, the instance was actually pretty full. We had 2 teams of 20 people in the main instance, thanks to VRCD and Whitelist. So like at the end of the day, there was still like about 60 people in the instance, like, for watching it. And yeah, I think we don't need like more than 20 people, otherwise it would be like kind of empty. But like 20 people was kind of the sweet spot. And yeah, it's just like, just in general, I think it was just like a very good experience, a very good like team building for the whole VR dancing community. A lot of people actually grew on it. Personally, I've seen like people that just like wouldn't be able to perform in front of anyone, and like being in a like group scenario with all the kind of herd mentality, it helped a lot for a lot of people. So I really hope to see them grow on that. That's like super cool for me, and just generally.
And they grew a lot already.
Yeah.
Like,
and I mean, hey, maybe next time it's gonna be even easier, right? I don't know.
No, we're gonna bump up the difficulty of the dance, so it's not gonna be easier.
Oh yeah, true. No break dance, but I mean, you're gonna be happy.
Not yet.
Not yet. But yeah, no, I mean, it was also a pleasure to work with TFM Johnny and Odyssey. They were like very stoked about it. I was also very bothering them in their DMs, asking them like, what's up? Can you give me info? Give me info. But at the end of the day, worked out well. Sorry if I shoot your DMs too much. If you're watching this, I doubt it. It's me. But yeah, maybe
they will watch.
Maybe you guys should
like, keep watching.
Your eye out. Maybe you should keep your eyes out for like the next one. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. Do we have something planned? Do we not?
Only some know. And you will not know.
Yeah. Yet. Until the announcement. If there's one. If there's none, well, you'll figure it out. Anyway. Yeah, so thanks everyone for watching. It was a great time. Icemaniak is right now currently just losing tracking. So I'm gonna just wait.
It's fine, I got a few
and
more
watch
minutes.
him just die.
Are we really doing this, chat?
Alright, nah, okay.
Are we really That is not content. You want content?
Well, what do you mean? It's YouTube anyway. Who don't care? You know, no one freaking care about content on YouTube. What do you mean? And like, it's not even like a lot of people
in the
watch
chat.
this. But no, it's not. Oh, Jesus, you don't.
I know it's not Twitch. That's
You're
the
boomer.
joke. That's the joke, Chadmans.
All right, don't forget to click the bell. I don't know what the bell does anymore.
And join our Discord.
Yeah, join the Discord, and maybe you'll be part of these type of events. And maybe you will be like, yeah, well, if there's one, we don't know yet.
We've been over this, Chapmans. We've been over this.
All right, I'm just gonna slap like a few recording of the night, and everyone have a great night. Thanks everyone who were involved. At the end, I will put like all the names and a few pictures as well of the night. It's great. Right, take it easy.
Thank you.
Have a good one. Oh, that's right.
Bye.
You were very late on this.